and sink into the sea. Yes. Tear apart and sink into the sea. Yes. Tear apart and sink into the sea.
Enjoy the release.
Yes. Tear apart and sink into the sea. Yes.
Enjoy the release.
Yes. Tear apart and sink in. Yes. Tear apart. Yes. Tear apart and sink into the sea. Yes. Tear.
Enjoy the release.
Yes. Tear apart and sink. Yes.
Enjoy the release.
Yes. Tear apart. Yes. Tear apart. Yes. Tear apart.
Enjoy the release.
Yes. Tear apart and sink. Yes. Tear apart and
Enjoy the release.
yes. Tear apart and sink into the sea. Yes. Yes. Tear apart and sink.
Enjoy the release.
Yes. Tear apart and sink into the sea. Yes. Tear.
Enjoy the release.
Yes. Tear apart and sink. Yes. Tear.
Enjoy the release.
Yes. Tear apart. Yes. Tear apart.
Enjoy the release.
Yes.
Enjoy the release.
Yes. Tear apart and sink.
Enjoy the release.
Yes. Tear apart and sink into the sea.
What a pitiful sight. So many broken legs and arms. Enjoy the release.
Yes. Tear apart and sink into the sea. Yes. Tear apart and sink. Yes. Tear apart and sink into the sea. Yes. Tear.
Hide beside it!
Enjoy the release.
Yes. Tear apart and sink into the sea. Yes. Tear.
Enjoy the release.
Yes. Tear apart and sink into the sea.
Enjoy the
Yes. Tear apart and sink in.
Hide beside it!
Yes. Tear apart.
enjoy
Yes. Tear apart and sink in. Yes. Tear apart.
Hide beside it!
Yes. Tear apart. Yes. Tear.
enjoy the
Yes. Tear apart and sink into the sea. Yes. Yes. Tear apart.
Hide beside it!
Yes.
enjoy the release.
Tear apart. Yes. Tear apart and sink in. Yes. Tear apart. Yes. Tear apart.
Hide beside it!
Enjoy the
Yes. Tear apart. sink into the sea. Yes. Tear apart. Yes.
Enjoy the release.
Tear apart. And yes.
Hide beside it!
Enjoy the
Yes. Tear apart. Yes. Tear apart. And sink into the sea. Yes. Tear apart. And sink into
Enjoy the release.
yes. Tear apart. Yes. Tear apart. And sink into the sea.
Great! Now a safety beacon can be placed here, too!